What else can we tell this King of Cups slash Knight of Wands about this person? Nine of Wands. Two of Cups. Five of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you in this divine masculine energy are feeling a little wounded and weary about this union, and are coming from a lack mindset about it. That could be part of your fears. You know, it's possible, you know, they say with divine unions that if you you'll end up dating a lot of karmic people that are like the shadow side of your ultimate divine match, okay? So it's like when you evolve to the status of being a divine being, masculine, feminine, or whatever, you are ready for this kind of union, because it's like even this person in their shadow, it's like the divine were preparing you for this person. Does that make sense? It's like them as their evolved self that's in balance with their shadow. It's not, while it may seem triggering, which helps you heal, it's not devastating like a karmic would be. Does that make sense? So it's like there may be certain parts of their personality that triggers you because it reminds you of your past, your wounds, where you have lacked in love, or your fears about what you could lack in love and what union means to you. But them being a divine being, they're going to be the evolved, healed version of that. And through that, you can ascend together further and continue to evolve together and have a solid foundation by transmuting the shadow through those healing processes with this connection. That is one of the blessings of a divine union. That is why it is rare for them to actually come together, is because it takes two extremely higher conscious energies to come together. And that's why people talk about divine timing, because it seems divinely orchestrated when these things happen, which is not every day. This is rare. So I kind of feel like I'm picking up on a side message for this King of Cups. I kind of feel like Spirit just tested you. What do I mean? I feel like your wounds were just tested with going into talking about this other Knight of Wands character, this person from the past, perhaps. Some healing and transmutation of, I don't want to say jealousy or insecurity, because you're a divine masculine. You've obviously been through this. You know, you're obviously emotionally intelligent as the King of Cups, right? Because that is one thing that the King of Cups rules, is emotional intelligence. But it seems like there's still a part of you, and it seems like it's something from your past, that is a little afraid of a union like this because it holds more risk, because it has more value. And while your mind might trick you into thinking that this is just going to be like the past, remember who this person is. This is a divine feminine. Okay? And if you weren't certain of that, and if you didn't see all your blessings, all four aces on the table, the red flags are only, it's Eight of Swords. It's all in your mind. It's a self-imposed prison, which puts you into a lack mindset, which makes you think that you are not worthy because of some kind of trigger that needs to be healed. You know, earlier we were talking about how you've seen what this person has gone through, and it's been very similar to your own experience, which means, I don't want to say you two could trauma bond, because that's not the right word. That's a very toxic thing that you do with people who haven't really healed their trauma. But it's more like there is a copacetic nature to the healing that can take place, because two souls that know how to transmute and heal and transform, because they are evolved, can actually heal each other, and you're not going to get stuck in the motions of repeating the past traumas. If anything, this person is going to see you for what you've gone through, and you know, the other side of a trauma bond is deep love. What do I mean? As a trauma bond is what happens when two damaged souls get together and get stuck up in the feelings and are always dumping about the past. Two evolved beings are not going to do that. They're going to see the pain in you and put the salve on, and then you're going to do it for them, and then you're going to move forward, and you're both going to feel more strong and confident together. That's the ideal of that higher union, right? And everything I'm speaking on is, it's going to be different for every one of your situations, right? Right. I think we're going to leave that right there as far as the tarot goes, because, you know, I hadn't planned on, of course, I never plan on what kind of reading I'm going to do. It's whatever spirit wants to talk about. And I feel like this is already in motion. Maybe it was just like one last thing to maybe cleanse and purify before you come forward with this offer. One-to-one on my timer. I'm going to do one quick psychic read on the Kim Cran's deck. Had the mountain on the bottom here, so like this obstacle, and then I pull the bridge. The bridge, be the bridge, cross the bridge, rainbow bridge here. Could be significant to some. The tear. Your emotions are the bridge to success, I just heard. And then the mystic. Go deep, go within. Be bold. Show who you really are. Show who you really are. Both of you, whichever side you resonate with in this union, you both are the bridge to each other's healing and diving into deeper mysteries of life, because this is a spiritual union. This is not a mundane union. The Judge. It's your choice, obviously. It's your choice. Well, that was an interesting accent trying to come through. Gnosis. You know. It's a deep inner knowing. You got Gnosis and the Mystic. You already know what you want to do. Both of you already know, otherwise you wouldn't be energetically coming together. Like, again, Spirit will keep this kind of connection apart until it's ready, until it's been marinated damn well. Excuse my language, I'm trying not to curse. So, I mean, is there anything else we can say about this Spirit, this shadow? I'm getting a download. If you have fallen in love with your own shadow because you are a divine being, and this person has integrated their shadow because they are also a divine being. It's about falling in love with each other's shadows, again, perhaps through the deep healing process of being the salve to each other's wounds. And not in a codependent way. No, this is totally an independent divine union. That's not what real, deep, true love is. It's a type of merging of souls without getting attached. It's a detached, pure love. What does that mean? It means that both shadow and light come together to create something new. The underworld. Yeah. For some of you, this is a deep, deep soul commitment that you have always yearned for. It's like There's this part of you that has been immersed into the fabric of your being, the most complex parts of yourself that are woven into your identity. This is part of your shadow, but by trying to bury your shadow in the underworld, you're not loving it. You're not totally in union with yourself either. And when you find a love that brings the shadow out of the basement, so to speak, but does it in a transformative, deep, loving way, well, guess what? You integrate your shadow. I feel like that's a message for the divine masculine, that when you fully accept this love and make your offer, you will totally find yourself. I just pulled the self card, and it's full of color and vibrancy and the prayer underneath that. You prayed for this. You prayed for not only this kind of love, but this unity within yourself. I'm hearing for some of you, you prayed from one of your darkest moments for a love that would be kind to your shadow. Wow, that is not for everyone, but I just got chills. This is that love. And that person is going to feel that from you too. And this is only for people who are in balance and in a good state of mind, okay? This is not about karmic love. This is not about the past. This is new. It may be a past life soulmate that you've never met, but it's not from the past, okay? Not from this lifetime. Because the energies I've been picking up haven't actually met yet. At least not in person. So that's interesting. Very interesting. I was going to do a psychic read on the energies of the cards, but Spirit just wants me to keep going with this. So what else do we have here for the Divine Feminine? Apocalypsis. The Poet. The Bardo. I'm not sure what some of these cards represent, but I'm just going to go off of what my gut. I feel like this Divine Feminine, you have taken chaos and transmuted it after a certain death of some kind. You've learned to transmute your pain, and perhaps that's how you can contain a love like this. You are the salve. You are the Divine Feminine. It's not to say that the Divine Masculine is the wound. No, that's not what I meant. Not at all. What does this Divine Masculine have to offer you, Divine Feminine? The energy changed, by the way. Kairos. Interesting. This card came up before. It has a very Greek energy. It also almost looks like an eagle eye. Eagle is higher perspective. It's also the higher octave of Scorpio, the Scorpion, in an evolved Scorpio. Scorpio rules transformation, death, rebirth. We've had a lot of that energy, and the King of Cups is a Scorpio. So I feel like this is an energy that supports that transformation, that transmutation, that creation from the shadow to the light that you do. I think this person is able to provide some kind of higher perspective or elevation to you. The unseen. Someone that can guide you in a sense. Not to say that they rule you or they make decisions for you, but they're compatible to unknown territory, which means this is somebody who can help you navigate life and all of the world's mysteries. Again, we had this deep spiritual mysticism and hidden knowledge with Gnosis and the Mystic card. And then the underworld, like going into the deep, the hidden, the threshold. Yeah, this is, and the vessel, wow. This is for a small group of you, but some of you have a higher purpose with this person, and when you come together, you're going to activate your joint path, which is extremely evolved. Has to do with spiritual matters. Some of you are very powerful seers, mystics, healers, shamans, mediums. And I can see why a lot of negative energies would try to keep this apart, because it's like, if this is a fated union, which usually divine unions are in that sense, this is the beginning of a life that takes you fully into the trajectory of your purpose. Puts you in the position to hold that power, the offering. Yeah. Wow. And the heart. Oh, and chills. I'm speechless. The energy, just wow. Oh, okay. All right. Enough with the chills. Thank you, Spirit. I get it. Okay. Wow. This is the purest love. For those of you that are still here, that didn't get mad and go off on a tantrum and leave this video, well, claim this reading, because it's really for you. This divine love is for you. This offer of love, this offer of heart, this is like higher heart chakra. This is also a way that you can offer love and healing to the world. This union is going to bring profound change to the world. We had the World card come out twice earlier in the reading. It had a different significance there, of course, but I feel like for some of you, this union, when it comes together, for those of you that are on this timeline, that are committed to this timeline, that are both focused on your own individual paths, you're about to collide and create something that is going to possibly be seen by the world, or have a huge impact on the world. I don't know what that is for each and every one of you, but I'm sensing for some of you it has to do with your spiritual gifts. Destroyer and the Mask. Well, there you go. You're activators. Some of you are activators. Some of you are awakeners. Some of you are meant to show the world how to love by destroying the mask. How to destroy the ego in the best way. How to evolve past a simple man in the sense of man, human, right? This love is going to destroy some people's false identities, because it is going to be so pure and so magnificent and so mind-boggling that a thing like this actually exists, that people are going to lose their ish. We did pick up on that energy earlier as a possibility. So again, I will remind you to treasure this. I think if you're still here, you're not part of the other feminine energy that was second guessing anything. I feel like you know what this is and you're looking forward to it. Interesting. Dead end, but I pulled it in reverse. And the comic. That was a side message from Spirit that anybody who thinks they can stop your new beginning is hilarious. They're a clown. laugh it off and just enjoy the moment. Yeah, the thread. For some of you, cut the cords with people from the past because they keep trying to reattach. Protect your energy. The gem. Remember how valuable you are, and don't ever let anybody dim your shine. The sword. Speak your truth. Keep your balance. Justice is coming. The warrior. Y'all are gonna fight for each other. Nothing can stop you once you come together. All this negative energy from the past can't. The cave. Yeah, you're about to go deep. You're about to enter the most sacred, blessed part of your life. The orphan. You're gonna retrieve your inner child. You're going to heal the wounds of your inner child through this love. You will never feel abandoned again with this love. Yeah, the venom. It's going to suck the poison out of you. It is going to extract every fragment. Anything that you didn't heal on your own, that's what this love is going to do. The nectar. That's right. It's the sweetness. It is the life force. It is the simplest pleasure and the greatest joy. And you know what? On that note, I think that's where we're going to leave this. For those of you that are interested in some of the channeled energies that I wrote down over the last week, I will share those with you now. For the rest of you, thank you so much for coming. Again, drop a rose in the comments if you feel like this is your divine love and you want to claim it. For those of you that are just holding space and passing by, I appreciate it. You're welcome to hit the like button. Of course, you don't have to, but it does help the channel and the community grow. Yeah, so let's see here. Thank you so much. For those of you that are on your way out, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I wish you all luck on your journeys. All right, for everyone else, now these channel downloads could be, if any of them resonate with you, then it's a sign that this reading was definitely for you. You can also look up the different meanings of the different things. I'm not going to say everything because it's a whole sheet of different angel numbers, animals, but I will say that there are 2 songs that I channeled in. One song, I haven't heard this song since I was like a teenager or whatever. I'm an elder millennial, so and I don't typically listen to old rap and stuff like that. Every now and again a song will come on, I'll be like, oh yeah, shit, I remember that. Oh, again, excuse my language, I'm trying. But I woke up the other day to hearing victorious, victorious, and I was like, what the hell? So I looked it up, and it took me a while. I was like, I know this song. This is a rap song from the 90s. What the heck is this? And it was actually Notorious B.I.G., the self-titled song. It was from 1999, and the funny thing is, a couple days before that, I kept getting the angel number 1999. So look that up. It may be significant. So the notes I wrote here, it's from the album Born Again, which makes me think of reincarnation, the phoenix, rebirth, again, transformative energy. And then 1999, angel number is like the end of old cycles. Again, we were talking about the world card and a brand new timeline. And then over here, you are victorious. So that's confirmation for some of you that you are indeed victorious on this new timeline. And that also for those of you that this has to do with this union, now that I have done this reading, it's going to be victorious. As long as you continue to stay strong, pure-hearted, and always be grateful for your blessings, it's coming. It's coming with divine timing. So again, apply that how it fits, right? If you want, you can apply the timing cards we used earlier, depending on the pile you picked, and you can apply that as an afterthought of, well, maybe that's when it's going to manifest.